After a dominating performance all around, what did you go and say to Coach Mike?
Man, man, you got to take your hat off, man. We had a fantastic game. Everybody did what they were supposed to do and played fantastically. I just went over, shook his hand, gave him a hug, and told him I've been there. I've been there where I had a game. He had a day today where, it just wasn't working out for him. We game planned pretty well, and I don't want to take anything away from my guys. My guys played a hell of a game, and it just, he just couldn't get. With the early turnovers, it's just tough to get going in that first quarter, man. We're a real tough defense to play. If you're down and you don't really have a lot of momentum, man, because we know how to get after the quarterback. So, hats off to those guys, man. They had a great season. It just, the better team went out and performed, and unfortunately for him, it was the Baltimore Ravens. So, again, hats off to him though for having a great year. How about you in the red hat?
Talk about Hudley and your decision to start Hudley over Burton in this big game, even though Burton's been playing.
Man, people always have this thing that they don't like to rotate quarterbacks. Listen, I have two great quarterbacks, and Noah who won a Super Bowl for me, and then Hudley got another guy who's won a Super Bowl for me. Listen, those guys are both excellent, and just who would get the start to me was just kind of but as far as I'm concerned, it's Hudley's team. Noah has been great filling roles. He's a dominant player. He's a force in this league, and will be for some years to come. But
talk about Mike Woodson and winning the MVP award. What do you think about that?
And Mike Woodson, Mike Woodson MVP, man. Mike had a horrible injury, missed 5 or 6 games for us, wasn't able to play well most of the year. Had a couple of guys come in and fill in and do very well. But Mike really came through in this game, in the big game, and showed why he gets the big bucks. He really showed why he's a huge player for us. A huge player for us. I think he had like a buck 60. Yeah, I think he had like a buck 60, man, and just was unstoppable. We ran an option. We saw some opportunities with the option. The Mounties, they have a pretty slow safety out there, and we realized we were able to take advantage of that.
Your team had a great run. You think you'll be able to continue next year?
Absolutely. My guys are young, and I feel like we set a precedent today in this game in saying that you cannot turn the ball over us and beat us. It won't happen. We're going to play sound football. We're going to key in on momentum. We're going to key in on key points. We're going to play well on special teams. We're not going to give up. We're not going to call stupid penalties to hurt ourselves. I think they sent the message that, hey, the core of my team is still together and it's going to be together. We'll work out a couple of guys in logistics in the off season, but for the most part, I thought they sent a very clear message. And right now we're the world champs. We're going to celebrate that, and we're going to pop some champagne and relax. I haven't seen my wife in a while, so get a chance to sit down with her and relax a little.
How are you and the commish doing after reports that you and him have been going back and forth on Twitter? Is that getting any better?
Absolutely, man. Listen, me and the commish have a love and hate relationship. It's one of those things to where we view and see the direction of the game a little differently, just a little. But he's a great guy. He sits at the head of our league, and I want to reiterate that I respect him fully. And I think all in all the consequences come from the choices that we make. I think this game that we play is no different. I think it's if I throw a pick, I'm not looking at the defender to say he jumped the route. I'm looking to say, man, maybe I should have threw that route. Because from my eyes, there's always an opportunity in the game. You just got to find it. You got to find it in time, and that to me is the way I play this game. And I think it has benefited me in a short time in my league to where I can become successful because I'm always working and trying to get better and correct some of the mistakes that I know I made. And to me, a big part of getting better is finding those mistakes. And I work very hard at finding my mistakes, breaking them down, and fixing them. And it's worked out for me thus far. Only thus far. Look, we got more football to play. A lot of guys are coming for us. This is my 3rd Super Bowl, so I know it paints a target. But, we're here for the challenge.
Last question. What do you think about the ongoing reports that the Ravens are cheesy or that they tend to cheat or cheese a little? What do you think about that?
Listen, man, as far as I laugh at it. I scoff at it. I think Kind of like Belichick when they say he always did. I look, my people used to tell me if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. No, but seriously, I think the accusations of cheese is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Essentially, everybody in the league runs a predetermined system or set. I think that's what makes coaches coaches. Every coach has their own system. You'll never see, let's say a guy like, Andy Reid with a power run offense. It's not who he is as a coach. It's not what he runs. You'll never see Monte Kiffin running the cover 2 defense. It's not who he is. He's going to come after you. He's going to blitz you. And those type of sorts are what I consider individuality in our sport. I feel like my structure changes. I don't think it's power. It started as power run. If I have a Gurley, future Hall of Fame in the backfield, of course I'm gonna run. Right now I have Huntley, and so I'm gonna put the ball in the air and I'm gonna let it soar. I have Mike Woodson, and he's been injured a couple of times for us, but my system and what I play to is I try to play to the strengths of my players. And it's worked out for me so far, and I've been successful thus far, and so I'll continue to do that. And guys will call it cheesy, and guys will call it, they may not think of it as the best of light, but what I tell those guys is beat me. If you don't like me, beat me. I'm here. The numbers speak for themselves. I think the league has been open 7 years, and I got 3 of the Super Bowls out of them. So it's real tough to argue with those numbers. So if you disagree, then beat me. Meet me on the field. Let's not have a debacle in a press conference. Especially not the one winning the Super Bowl. Beat me.